Oman is a country in the Middle East, but if someone asked you to pinpoint it on a map, could you do that? I know I couldn't when I first came here in January 2019. So in this video, I'm going to talk about my last almost 6 years in Oman, things that have impacted me, things that have surprised me, and why Oman is a country that I'm going to miss. Let's get into the video. So it's finally happened. I'm leaving Oman after almost 6 years. I'll be leaving at the end of September, which is just over 2 weeks away, and I'll be going to the Philippines. Finally retired, so I'm quite excited about that. I wanted to stay a wee bit longer here, but as it transpired, it's not possible. So all my future videos, or the vast majority of them, will be from the Philippines. Getting back to Oman, in this video I want to talk about things that have happened since I've been here. Probably the biggest thing would be the pandemic. And I was here in the March of 2020. And what happened was, when the pandemic came along, I was basically stuck here for 2.5 years. Didn't see my family, didn't see anyone outside of Oman. So I know it impacted everybody worldwide. But I couldn't go home for 2.5 years. So that's probably the biggest thing about Oman that happened in my time here. Another big thing is I built a house in the Philippines. Well, I say I bought one that was built or being built, basically off plot. They hadn't started building it, so the fact that I was here for 2.5 years allowed me to save more money. 2.5 years without going home, so that was a big achievement. I've written and published my autobiography on Amazon. If you're interested in reading that, I'll leave a link in the description. It's all about my life, basically, working overseas in various countries and all the things that have happened to me throughout those years. So that was one thing. Another thing, started 2 YouTube channels, this being one of them, of course. So that was quite new to me. I had to learn the software, how to do video editing, things like that. So that was another thing that happened during my 6 years here. But some of the things I'm going to miss about Oman, well, to be quite honest with you, it's people that make Oman. They are the friendliest people you're likely to meet, and that's another thing about the Philippines. It's the people that make the Philippines. Just the same, friendly, and it's like that here in Oman. And I'll give you a couple of examples. During the pandemic, I was out walking. I was doing a lot of walking exercise. And I'd been walking for about 8,000 steps. And I was on the way back. I was almost back at my apartment. And a car pulled up at the side of the road, and it was an Omani driving. And he said to me, jump in. I said, it's okay, I'm just doing some exercise. I says, I just live over here. So he started to ask me where I was from. I told him Scotland, and he said, oh, I've been to Aberdeen. God knows what he was doing in Aberdeen, maybe oil and gas, same as me. And another time I was walking in the mall, and a guy came straight up to me, Omani guy, and he said, where are you from? I said, I'm from the UK. He said, oh, UK, very good country. So really, really friendly people. And they'll do anything for you. Another thing here that I'm going to miss is the beaches. They have some really nice beaches here, and Even in the evening, you can go and you can see the bioluminescence, which is absolute bucket list stuff. You know, to see the bioluminescence at night, all the sea lit up, it's really fantastic. And bioluminescence is the production of light emission from living organisms like plankton and other bacteria, stuff like that. So to see that was really, really special. And we had a barbecue on the beach that night, and you have to be in a very dark area so you can see it. But when it comes, it's pretty special. So that was another great thing to see. The beaches I'll definitely miss, because they have a lot of nice beaches here, even private beaches, where you don't have to pay a lot of money to get access to for the whole day. So like when my mum came over, I took them to Jassa Beach, and you only pay, I think it was 3 Rial, which is 6 UK pounds, so about just over $7 US for the whole day. And they have tables and chairs, and it's like white sand beach, clear water, it's stunning. So that's another thing I'll definitely miss. One of the things I'll really miss is the food. So the food, and I'm not talking just about Omani food. The food here is brilliant. You've got some really, really nice Turkish restaurants, Indian restaurants, local Omani restaurants. And one of the dishes here is called shua, and they bury the meat underground and they let it heat, sometimes over hot coals, and they leave it for like hours on end, and the meat is so tender, it just melts in your mouth. Really, really nice. Also tried the camel meat 2 or 3 times. The best one was when I went to, what was it called now? Land Luban, I think. Land Laban restaurant, with Zakaria, one of my Omani friends here. And it was during the holy month, Ramadan, and they had a buffet which included camel meat. And I had tasted it before that, actually, but this one was beautiful. It tasted a bit like a beef stew, a wee bit gamey, but superb. And the Indian restaurants here, some of them are superb. Begum's is a favourite. Sikandar is a Hyderabadi restaurant, that's really nice. And they've got quite a few actually that I would recommend to anybody. The Turkish restaurants here, you get lamb chops, king prawns, grilled fish, it is awesome. And the Turkish bread, if a naan bread is like an elephant's ear, a Turkish bread is twice the size. But it comes with sesame seeds on the top, stunning. Another thing that I'll miss is the proximity to Dubai. I've been able to jump in the car. You can drive from here to Dubai in 4.5 hours from Muscat. To get to the border with it's actually Sharjah, the Emirates. It takes about just over 3 hours from Muscat. So from the border to Dubai, you're only about an hour and a half at the most. So the closeness to Dubai has been great, because I've been able to just jump in the car and go to Dubai for a weekend. So that's been really good. Another thing I'll miss, of course, is all my friends, people that I've met here over the last 6 years. Most of them are colleagues, but I would class them as friends rather than colleagues, and I've met some lovely people. You all know who you are. And we'll keep in touch. Once I'm retired in the Philippines, which will be very, very soon, of course. And I'm excited. Like I said before, I was hoping to stay a wee bit longer, but I'm excited now thinking about basically not working and being with my wife and son in the Philippines in our house, and bringing you guys hopefully some more interesting videos from the Philippines instead of me sitting here in a cafe just talking. So anyway, I'm going down a rabbit hole here, back on track to the topic. The malls, I'll definitely miss the malls because they've got some really nice ones here. This one I'm in is called the Mall of Oman, and it's quite new. I mean, it was built, when would that be, 2 or 3 years ago, I think. And you know, you've got everything that you need here. They have food courts upstairs, they have restaurants throughout, you've got all your, most of your designer brands, and there's quite a lot of malls in Oman, especially Muscat, because in the summer it's too hot to walk around. So, you know, it's one thing saying that I'll miss the weather, but to be honest, I won't miss the weather in the summer. So they have 2 seasons here. They have, we called it summer and winter, but someone put a comment on one of my posts on Oman, and he said it's actually summer and spring. It's not summer and winter. Anyway, it's 2 seasons effectively. But the problem is the spring, let's call it spring. The spring only lasts for, you know, 5 months at a stretch. The rest of the time it's baking hot. You know, sometimes you can barely walk outside. So I think that's why they have a lot of malls here, so that people can come in, walk around in an air-conditioned environment. So I hope that gives you a good impression of life in Oman, what it's been like. And if you've been to Oman, tell me about things that you would miss if you were to leave this country, or if you have left this country. What did you miss the most when you left, and what are the things that you would like to see again or experience again? Okay guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.